Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Denise and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my favorites for the month of July. I know we're already in August. I wasn't going to make this video, but then I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to make it because the products that I'm loving right now, I really want to be able to look back and it reminded me of like July 2025. So let's talk about it right here, right now. So I want to start off with my SkinBetter Science Tone Smart SPF. This is a tinted sunscreen that I use basically on a daily basis when I go out. Instead of using foundation, I just use this. It's beautiful. It makes your skin look so healthy and glowy, and it has an SPF of 75. I love it so much. It is sweat proof, waterproof, everything proof. I think it's great because I live in Florida. Florida is always sunny. It's very important that you protect your skin from the sun. I do use just like a regular sunscreen when I'm doing my skincare routine, and then I will use this on top. I don't reapply this. Honestly, I kind of just use it as like my base makeup for the rest of the day. I basically stopped using foundation for about 2 years. I've only been using this and it's been amazing. It makes the texture of your skin look beautiful. Honestly, it is on the pricier side and you can get it through an esthetician or a medical spa. I am a licensed esthetician, but I do not have an account with SkinBetter Science. I wish I did, but I don't. I actually get this from another esthetician who is also really good. I will link her like store down below in case you guys want to try this. And this is one of those SPFs where like you don't have to have a specific shade. It kind of just adapts to your skin tone. Now moving on to my second product, it's going to be this Sol de Janeiro Balm Dia Bright Cream. This is from the same line as the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I love how this smells. It smells so good. I actually bought this during my honeymoon. My husband and I went on a cruise and I bought this like on the ship because I needed a lotion that smelled really good, and for some reason I didn't pack one and I was like, I need something good. And since this has an AHA, I know it says it somewhere, visibly brighten smooth roughness, I bought it because I do have a lot of like little bumps on my arm and I was buying this more for like to perfect my texture. I'm not sure if it really makes a difference, to be honest with you, because I was barely wearing it while I was on the cruise, and when I came back from the cruise, it was only like a week long, I kind of stopped wearing it. And this was back in March, April. Just recently in the month of July, I rediscovered it. I started using it again every day. So because it does have an active ingredient, I only wear it at night after I finish showering, so I go to bed smelling so good and fruity. My husband just bought me a full-size one because he knows that I've been loving this, so he bought me a full-size one because my birthday was last week. So now I have two because I'm literally already running out of this, but it smells so good. Now I know that once I run out of this one, I have a big one that I can, and this has lasted me a long time, by the way, and it was really expensive on the boat. I should have just bought this at Sephora, but it was in my vacation era. When you're on vacation, you're rich, right? And then you come back and you have to come back to reality and you're like, okay, so yeah, I'm excited about that. My next beauty favorite is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. My sister actually was the one that introduced me to the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, the original one that comes in the pink container, not container, in the pink tube. She was the one that told me about this because I was in love with the Benefit Their Real Mascara for a really long time. But when she told me about this one, it just makes your eyelashes look so flirty and pretty and fresh and romantic. So I fell in love with that mascara. A couple years ago, I stopped wearing foundation. I stopped wearing mascara. Like I just stopped wearing mascara because I would wear mascara to work. By the end of the day, all the mascara was like, I looked like a raccoon basically. I just stopped wearing mascara altogether because I was like, literally, I look a mess every day. It's ridiculous. There's so much humidity here. I don't know how I used to wear this every day. Maybe because I'm getting older and like my little like lines are like absorbing every piece of makeup. They just get stuck inside my little creases. So I kind of just stopped wearing mascara because I was like, this looks gross and dirty, so I'm just gonna stop. My eyes look so naked without mascara, but I was just in my I don't even care era. I stopped wearing mascara for a long time, and one day I said, you know what, why don't I try the waterproof version? Because I'm sure the waterproof version won't smudge, and it doesn't. It's actually amazing. I love the original one better, but this one lasts longer and it doesn't make you look like a raccoon at the end of the day. And I always buy the travel size because with mascara, whether you've been using it or not, after 3 months of you opening it, you have to throw it away anyway because it's expired, and like most likely it's dried up by then too if you've been using it a lot. I never buy a full-size mascara when this literally lasts me about 3 months before I have to buy a new one because it's all dried up. So when I buy a full-size mascara, it's the exact same thing. It dries up in the same amount of time. So I just want to give you that little life hack in case you didn't know that, because I learned that at some point in like high school or college and I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know that. Look at me paying double for a mascara that's gonna last the same amount of time. So now you know. So my next favorite is actually a supplement. I've been taking L-theanine. I've actually been taking these for a few months already. Actually, it's not even like I just started using in July. I've been using it probably since April or May, and I take it every day in the morning when I wake up. What I really like about L-theanine is that it supports relaxation and focus. It helps me just a little bit to focus, and it really does keep me relaxed all day. Like I get very jittery, very antsy throughout the day, so this kind of does help me just kind of like stay chill, just go at my own pace, take my time, do what I gotta do, you know? I was introduced to L-theanine years ago from a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and she told me, she was like, take these, like these are so good for you, like you'll love it. I buy this brand from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's really good. I love Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I will drink it every single day. And I was literally going to Starbucks every day to buy coffee, which is ridiculous because you guys know how much Starbucks costs? It's a lot. It was well worth my happiness. Honestly, for me, I don't care if I spend $7 a day on Starbucks. I don't care. It made me feel good because I liked it. I'm not a big fan of hot coffee. The only hot coffee that I like is the only one that I've been drinking since I was a kid, and that's Cafe Bustelo. So growing up, my dad always made Cafe Bustelo in the morning. He still does. To this day, he still makes coffee, this coffee, every morning. And honestly, you probably have too. I don't know how to make coffee, like in like the little, how do you call it? Una greca. I probably have one here somewhere. Let me see if I can find one. One of these. So growing up, my parents always made their coffee using this. I have one here in my kitchen and I still don't know how to use it. I even bought one in pink. I know you could just go on YouTube and like watch a video, and I'm sure it's not that serious, or on TikTok. The point is that I do have a Keurig. I did see that they were selling the K-Pods from Cafe Bustelo because I honestly did not like the Starbucks K-Pods. I tried them, didn't like them. I'm like, no, I'd rather just drive to Starbucks. Just feel like they're too strong. They taste very bitter. I went to Walmart and I was like, let me just buy the coffee. And I saw one of these, but in plastic, and I bought it and I made my own Cafe Bustelo in my Keurig. Adulting. I made my own Cafe Bustelo. Now, I had to throw away that reusable K-cup that I bought at Walmart because it sucked. It made a mess in my Keurig. I had to clean it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be dealing with this every single day. So I was like, let me go on Amazon and see if I can find one that has good reviews, because this cannot be it, you know? This coffee only costs like $6, $7, $8, and a pack of like 12 or 24 K-Pods of Cafe Bustelo costs like almost 20 bucks. I was like, hold on, there has to be another solution. So I did go on Amazon and I found a reusable stainless steel one, and this one had like the best reviews. It's so easy to clean. The pack comes with two. All I do is I literally go in with a spoon, put the coffee in the cup all the way up to the top. If I want it a little bit lighter, a little less strong that day, I'll put like half of it, covering it, popping it into my Keurig, and just making the coffee and then adding almond milk to it and sugar. Amazing. And if I want to add ice, I could add ice, make it a whole frappuccino. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this is probably the same concept, but I just cannot understand this. If you know how to make this, good for you, but it's a lot easier to clean when you do it on the Keurig. Just letting you know. If Keurig wants to sponsor me, they definitely should. I have a TV show favorite. So right now I'm actually rewatching Grey's Anatomy. Me and my husband are watching it together, which is so exciting because the last time I watched Grey's Anatomy was literally like in 2015. That was 10 years ago. I was like about to be a senior in high school. Crazy stuff, right? Binge watched it that whole summer after my junior year and the beginning of my senior year, and I caught up to season 11 on Netflix because that's where they were caught up on at that time. Recently, like in June, I started seeing some random TikToks of Grey's Anatomy and Ellen Pompeo, and I was like, that was such a good show. I love that show so much. Maybe I should start rewatching it. And then one day I literally started from season 1, episode 1 of Grey's Anatomy, and my husband walked in and he was like, oh, what movie is that? And I'm like, what you mean, what movie is that? And he was like, I think I've seen that movie before. I don't know what he said, honestly. I don't remember. He's gonna watch this and be like, that's not what I said. He's like, what is that? I'm like, that's Grey's Anatomy. He's like, oh, is that show about the doctors? And I'm like, yes. So if you know about something, don't talk about it. He was watching it while I was watching it, and then he locked in, and we've just been binge watching this show ever since then. I literally thought I remembered the whole entire show. I guess I didn't. I only remember like certain parts, like, you know, if you know, certain parts. But the rest of it, I'm like, Justin's like, girl, you already knew that was gonna happen. There's just little chunks that I just don't remember. Grey's Anatomy, we have been loving that. Also, 2 podcast shows that I've really been loving too has been What My Sis Said with Nazanin Kovari and Yasmin Kovari, and also the JK podcast with Kathleen Lights and Jessie Smiles. I just feel like we're going back in time. I feel like it's 2016 all over again. Like, let's bring back the feel-good vibes. So my book favorite of this month, and I read this book from start to finish this month only, it's The Secret by Rhonda Byrnes, or Rhonda Byrnes, and I tore this up a little bit. I've had this book since like 2019. It's a big popular book. It's all about the law of attraction. It's not just about the law of attraction. There's a lot of good things in this book. I've been wanting to read this book for years, and for years I've owned this book and I've started reading this book and I could never finish it until recently this month. I just like sat for like 2 days, read it from start to finish, and I was like, wow. And then I started watching all like the interviews with Rhonda Byrnes. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong, and I probably am, which is crazy because I've seen all her interviews. Not all of them, but a lot of them. She was on the Oprah Winfrey show. This book really like popped off years ago, like when it first came out actually, and then it popped off again a few more years ago. Like that's when like a lot of people started talking about, you know, the law of attraction and manifesting, etc. Well, this explains it in a different way than what I had originally thought, based off of like social media. So when I read it from start to finish, it gave me like this clarity that I never had before, and I really feel like if I wasn't able to read it before from start to finish back then when I wanted to read it, it was for a reason, because now I feel like it's been over 5 years since I bought this book, and I am now able to sit down, read it, and understand it and apply it to my life. So I am so glad I finally was able to read this book. I do have more of her books. I just started reading her second book, not to just jump on the bandwagon of everybody else that has read this book. It is so good. Like, and then afterwards I went on Amazon. I bought this at Books A Million, I'm pretty sure, but I went on Amazon and I read the reviews of this book, and people go on there and talk about their stories, people that have purchased this book. And when you see the reviews, you see these people have reviewed this book like back in 2008 or in 2012 or 2015 and 2018. Like, people have been reading this book for decades already, and it is amazing. So I mean, if you've ever been curious about this book, give it a try. At first you're kind of like, what is that? And I had watched the movie before reading this book actually, and I didn't really understand the movie too well, but then I read the book. Now, like, fast forward to now, I read the book and I'm like, wow, I love it. And then I started watching the movie again, but I've not been able to really sit through the movie, so we'll try that another day. But yeah, I really am so happy with The Secret. I can't wait to finish her other books. Yep, if you know, you know. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all of my favorites for the month of July. If you guys have any questions or comments or recommendations, please leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.